All right, so I am going out today of not only my grid up that I promised my friends and family for my birthday and my end of year, but I'm also going out my comfort zone because I think what happened to me, entrepreneurial vacation, and I couldn't believe that the digital transformation will go to this kind of digital convergence that I discover discussing with beautiful people and amazing business developer in the United States and here in Canada. And that was now mostly a good push from people. And of course, you're going to see um, a video following my introduction right now, explaining that you won't believe that I and the Agile Lounge team we had declined probably one of the biggest contract, well, not the biggest contract in our history of 5 years of Agile Lounge for business agility. However, um, however, it's astonishing that I'm happy to have a team that we did our vision board for the 6 years of Agile Lounge that will become more and more next level agility. Yes, because we'd like to go above and beyond from Agile software manifesto and Agile software development with Scrum to business agility now with conscious leadership and open business agility, open space agility, invitation-based change, and the next level agility that yours truly is writing a book about it. Yes, I decided that. So I hope. So thank you very much. Welcome, beautiful people. And I would like to welcome the 30 new subscriber on our Telegram channel because, yes, we're going to preach and act upon what we teach on decentralization and openness. And I would like to also welcome and thank you here on YouTube and on LinkedIn, the more than 30 new followers and subscriber. You guys make me so happy. Again, this is not the quantity that counts, but truly the quality of people that will be able to interact together. So if it's not done yet, and especially with everything that's coming up for our new year at Agile Lounge for Business Agility, I invite you to, yes, that's it, to subscribe our YouTube channel. All the link will be put in the first comment of this LinkedIn and Twitter feed live. And of course, if you're already on YouTube, just share that video, like it, share it, and subscribe. Like if you're not, if you're just passing here. So I'm really pleased to be before you today out of this entrepreneurial vacation where you stay open. So that's the thing. Everything is closed. Now I'm reopen. I'm not even right now on LinkedIn, guys. I'm not nowhere. I'm in my studio. That's, as you see, it's growing up and building. That will be also the studio for the live session for the remote working and the remote agile coaching and training that we're going to do. One of my clients have chose actually the hybrid. So they want me to go to their place and make sure with their tool will be their tool and my tool. So a combination of very great agile collaboration with that client. I love it. That we're going to also serve not only their remote team in South America and Australia, but also their remote team, but their remote people inside Montreal and the United States. So because they decided to let the choice, and tell me in the comment below what you think about it. I think it's amazing. I love to collaborate with clients like this. They make their employees. It's a shop. It's a software company of about 300 people across the three continents that I talked to you: Australia, South America, and here in Montreal. And I think they have some office as well in San Diego, California. And they leave the choice to anyone, anywhere in their company to work from anywhere. Yes, it's not remote work from home, and you're not stuck to stay in Quebec or New York or California or what have you. They and people have made that choice for at least the next year, and they have the same financial years that us. So it's going to be from September. For 1 year, so till September 2022, that company has let their employee and their worker choose from where they're going to work. That include also hybridation, and they actually rent some co-working space for people who would like to be in person. So this is amazing. Shout out to them. I won't name them right now. I'll never do it without any consentment. So anyways, guys, today what I'm going to do, because I'm in vacation, so please let me just enjoy my kind of time off. But as I say, as an entrepreneur, you stay open. So I'm going to be here with you. I'm going to show you something that I was so not shocked, but positively shocked, because I'm really happy and positive about what's coming on. And I'm just very proud of my team and I, after our discussion, to have said no to that contract for now, because we needed more information and we couldn't believe it. We even thought it was a joke or something, but no, the federal government of Canada is really have this kind of I don't know if we call it an agency or whatever, but the thing is, you're going to see, I won't explain too much here in this intro, because I'm going to show the video I did on my personal channel, and I also so yes, I did it on my personal channel. And Samuel Bal, and I thank you very much for this suggestion. He said, like, it's so great, it's so your business side, that I think you should share it to your community on LinkedIn and your professional community, the growing YouTube channel on YouTube. So I said, like, okay, so let's do this. Let's do a little live. And oh, and by the way, guys, you amaze me. I didn't watch it. I did, because as I told you, everything is closed. I got a couple of channels for my valuable client and for some kind of partner open. They know how to reach me, but right now everything is really shut down. As I said, I'm from my Melon app in my studio on an undisclosed location, and so I'm spreading right now on LinkedIn. So welcome LinkedIn, on Twitter, welcome Twitter, and of course my YouTube channel. But I'm not plugged in anywhere, so I don't see it. But Anna Garski, I thank you very much to have my back. And now you're with your family in Poland. I hope everything is going well for your family and yourself. And that goes for everyone, actually, of you listening to that. I hope from the deep of my heart that everybody is doing all right. Everybody is good with friends and family. You are well surrendered by people you love, and you spread love also, because this is important. It's part of the message of next level agility and the open business agility that enter into a new cycle of destroying the VUCA. Yes. But Anna told me that I received, I don't know why, because I don't remember that I put my birthday on LinkedIn, but apparently I've got like more than 20 messages of happy birthday wish. So right now, holistically, I say thank you very much. Merci beaucoup. Muchas gracias. Obrigado. Efkaristos to all of you. And I speak all the language of my follower except the one from India, because I will need input to which beautiful language from India I should use for politeness, at least. Because I've got a lot of subscriber and follower from this great country of India that I love so much and I miss. I've been there 2 times only, and we'll see the future if I could meet again people in that beautiful, great historical and cultural country of India. Oh my God, I'm so emotional. If you think Mexico is my second land, yes, it is. But India, I have so much to offer with the powerful people that make that country happen. So anyways, thank you very much about this, and I will probably go through these messages when I'm coming back on September 7th or September 5th. So expect me to thank you personally, vous remerciant personnellement, to personal autonomy. Oh, and grazie molto, I forget in Italian, come on, grazie molto, or molto grazie, depending on where you're from in Italy. So anyway, without further ado, I would like then to show you that video that I did on my personal channel for close partner. It's a Agile Lounge experience. I'm not asking you to follow it. It's there where I actually practice a couple of things to be more professional with you here on the Agile Lounge for business agility. And sometimes it's private kind of video and this and that. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you this video. I will stay behind the scene to chat with you. So if you'd like to interact with me, on what I'm saying about this, you won't believe the contract that I let down, because I've got value, I got principle, and I didn't want to be an accomplice of it now, and especially that I explain with my background and everything. So you're gonna see. So without further ado, and I'm still learning that too. So let's see if it's gonna be all right. So stay. It's about an hour, so I am behind. Stay there. Chat with me live. I'll be able to follow the chat on these every 3 platforms that I'm streaming it right now. So see you a little bit after the show. Maybe not, depending on how many people join us in the chat. So let's enjoy that show. And if you have questions, please put them in the comment. Reach out to me. It's always a pleasure to read your email, your comment, and respond to you. So without further ado, let's do this. Tonight, you could chat whatever you want right now on both channels, Twitter and YouTube. But I will be back more for Q&A at the end of the show, because I'm learning from experience, and other people find it annoying when I am actually responding to chat, and it's cutting my feed of my way of what I was going to say and so on. So, but please tell me in the chat right now if the music in the background is too loud. The music is from Tommy from Above and Beyond, because I would like, as a species, as people, that we go above and beyond. And Ariel, I salute you. Bonsoir, mon cher. I do a special for you. You're on screen right now. And thank you so much. And we're going to talk about, yes, that special thing that I decline a contract. And I'll show you exactly for which organization. I don't care, because I'm not scared, and I'm going to say it to you. Because action, we talked about action, walk the talk. As an Agile coach, for sure, I want to participate in that kind of things. And I think Samuel wrote me something here. Yes, of course, it's my Agile Lounge channel, the professional one. But actually, if you love business agility, if you love Scrum and so on, go over there at Agile Lounge for Business Agility and click on it, because we have a lot of things on conscious leadership, Scrum, Kanban, DevOps going on to actually put the human and the empirism at the center of the development of the business. And Sam, he told me that can't wait to hear your story, coach. All right, Sam. So I'm assuming that you're one of the 5 person on YouTube right now. And Sam, you're using my Agile Lounge account. No problem. So maybe this will be transferable to here, meaning Agile Lounge. Maybe yes. So that's why actually I put the next level Agile logo and the Fredo Lounge experience. It's my old me. It's my old self, the citizen and the coach. So we're going to see. So thank you, Sam, for this advice here. And of course, every show with the Melon app are pre-recorded. Actually, no, I'm live right now, but it's recorded. So I could do whatever I want after that. We download it and that's it. So, of course, right now, the Twitter sphere, Twitter is all the way, and even Telegram. Everybody's talking about this stupid goofy from a narcissistic and chief, François Legault and Christian Mon Dubé. So I won't put any times on it. If you'd like to talk about this, there's Éric Duhem from the Conservative Party, an ancient of the Institut économique de Montréal, a think tank of whatever. That was Anglade part of it. So if you think you have a position in Quebec, think twice, think thrice, because I'm not sure. But anyway, if you'd like to have fear, if you'd like to talk about shit, yes, go over. He's starting at 7 o'clock in half an hour. So go over his YouTube channel and his Zoom. And so you're going to hear about everything about this fucking vaccination passport, the Vax code, I think they call it. But one thing I'd like to say about it, as an IT guy, as a business agility coach, as a Scrum Master, and also most and foremost, a UX, so user experience and customer experience designer. Well, I started my career with 20 some years ago before becoming a Scrum Master, and be passionate about Agile stuff and doing a lot of digital transformation. And back in the day, a digital transformation, what was that exactly? That was to take any of these kind of loosey, static HTML website and putting them into a transactional website. So that was the steps towards a more digital world. And now now I'm going to tell you very soon what happened to me today. And it's incredible. It's incredible because from all of those digital transformation to cover. But what I'm going to say about this VAX code, and let me see it right now here, Quebec.ca. I wish I could hack that website and call it Quebec. And French Quebec is mean Asbec, whatever. It's like, yeah, because a Q, it's a has and bec, so and it's from like Quebec. And PQ, one of the party was, what's going on? My friend, I'm there, okay. So let's see that shit. Let's see that shit about the passport vaccinal. It's going to be in French. Should I do it? Yeah, let's do it in English. And it's really bad user experience right now I have on Quebec.ca. So let's see. Here we go. Come on, give it to me. That's, if you're an Anglophone in Quebec right now, I'm getting a problem to get. All right. So I won't talk too much about it because everybody is tweeting about it. Everybody is telegramming about it. Everybody is fake booking about it. And here tonight, I want to talk about an offer that I decline by principle and value and what we could do together to activate solution to opt out of the society, right? But nevertheless, I think it's important to talk about like, oh, that's not much. Okay, they didn't translate it. Thank you very much. So the Anglophone right now, they don't know. This content will be shortly. Okay, it's only available in French. So let's go back to French. But anyways, the thing is, I would just want to verify the warning that I would like to talk to you about on both Apple Store and Google Play, starting tomorrow and the 26th. It's very, very important. So the name of it, please, motherfucker. They're suck. They're not agile at the Quebec government. They're not like, it sucks. I read it before and now they all change it already. I think it's Vaxi code, the name of the apps that they ask you to download. Yes, Vaxi code. Okay, let me show it to you. In French, I'm sorry about this because apparently they do it. They think they're agile because they're fast. But agile is not being fast. It's being smart and being better and people first. And we got to see right now that they want to hire agile coach to help them manage product development to kill us. Yes, I'm going to show it to you very soon with Horizon 2030 Canada policy. But first and foremost is here. So let's go to this. I want you to see it for yourself. All right, so let's do this. So you see, are we live now? Yes, we are. So you see passport vaccin. So it's vaccinal passport. The application VaxiCode and VaxiCode Verif. Don't ever, whether you're an individual citizen, whether you're a business or a small business, don't go to the App Store tomorrow, the 25th. Don't even go to the Google Store, the Google Play Store on the 26th. Do not download the application because so far with my colleague, okay, in software development and so on, so the VaxiCode, it's the one to the citizen, okay? And as soon as you download it, even if you don't sign in, as soon as you download it through the App Store or the Google Play, you are giving your consent of divulgation of information, okay, from your iCloud Apple or the Google Cloud environment directly to Santé Québec, Québec Health. So don't do this because even if you're not registered, they already know because this application, it's using kind of what we call a native iOS or operating system tracker. The tracker will take your information from your iCloud account and from, of course, it's not written here, but I know it for a fact because I spoke with some kind of programmer, okay, that they are doing this. So my friend Ariel, if you're still listening, and all the others, do not download it. As soon as you download it and it's activated without signing in with your names and stuff that it will ask you, or they will, and you'll probably have to link it to your RAMQ, the Société d'assurance maladie du Québec things. So don't ever touch it. Don't even download it. Don't even download it. Whether you're vaxxed or unvaxxed, I couldn't care less. If you want to opt out, when we talked about opting out, how to opt out and get in something else, that's one thing, because this is opt-in. And by the way, if my mother was alive, vaxxed or not vaxxed, she still had like this kind of cord phone. She didn't want, like, we tried to have her a mobile phone for emergencies. She said, no, I don't want. So I'm sure that there's a lot of 65 years old and over that don't have a fucking mobile phone. And some others, like I even know people my age and the 45-ish that still have the flip-flop. So they won't have able to have this application. So I encourage people, do not consent, United non-compliance, and just say no in action. Start now for people of Quebec. Do not ever download the application. VaxiCode and VaxiCode Verif probably for the business and so on. So that is very important, guys. This is a vlogcast of action, of activation. It's not a, oh no, I cannot go to the restaurant and I don't care. I don't care. And of course, here, as I'm on still the mainstream social network, Twitter, my business account on Twitter, and my personal channel right now, but this video will probably be uploaded as well on my Agile Lounge Business Agility channel, the serious one, professional one, apparently, with all my certification. Yeah, whatever.
That's bullshit.
Exactly. Because life is everything. You could do everything. So, very important, guys. I repeat it again. If you want to opt out, don't opt in. So don't download it. And those I walked with 2 weeks ago who were double vaxxed, and they said, like, this is the red line. But now walk the talk. Don't even download it either. And as I said, I've got a beautiful loft here. So all of my friends who are watching it, please come here. I've got a full bar and bring some bottles. I will give you a mixed drink. And by the way, I'm on vacation. I know some of my friends and family will kill me because I said I will be offline, but we live in a time that we need to speak out and we need to stand out. So there's no vacation for an entrepreneur and there's no vacation for an activist. So cheers. I bring it from Mexico, the land of the free and the home of the brave right now. Right now, it's the place. It's the place to hide, as well as Costa Rica. But Costa Rica is more expensive. So cheers, guys. Happy summer. That's so fresh. So I'm telling you right now, so please like this video, share it wild, even share it to a random person, because we're going to talk about something amazing that happened to me in my inbox. I saw it yesterday, but yesterday I was busy doing something else, and I'm supposed to be the next 2 weeks completely offline. So if I come here to do a live, my iPhone right now is closed. I might open it on plane mode just to track my jogging that I will do later, okay? Type of thing. So I'm not completely grid off like Robin. He's better than me. And even Samuel, when my associate that you saw earlier, when he's doing it, it's completely off. Anyways, the thing with them is they have boyfriend and girlfriend, which I don't. So I don't have anyone to say like, hey, what do you do? But I've got some kind of lovers who say like, hey, you promise that the next 2 weeks we're going to be together on the boat and this and that. But anyways, enough of the personal aspect of it. Oh, and let me just see how is it going on Twitter. So if there's any Twitter watching the feed right now and you want to go see your new guru, Eric Duhem, that starts in about 10 minutes, be my guest. Go watch him with fear-mongering, complaining, and what is the action, what's going to happen. So I don't know. And if you think that Anglad and him was part of this think tank in Montreal called I don't remember in English. In French, it was like Institut de Développement Économique de Montréal. It was a private think tank, by the way, fundraised by Charles Sirois, the same guy who found la CAQ. And of course, Hélène Desmarais was part of it. She was the sister of Paul Desmarais Jr. So for those from Quebec and Canada, you know that. But anyways, you could go there and have your compliance and complain on compliance with the guy or who you think a big friend of the ADQ, a big friend of. So you do whatever you want if you think it is. That is not the real resistance. That is not the real movement. but anyway, so we might do a show about the political action for both the federal election coming up on September 20th and the election that will come in 2022 with the Quebec election. But please, this show, it's live now, but it's going to be stay on my YouTube channel, and it's going to be also uploaded in my Agile Lounge YouTube channel in Odyssey, and probably on Float. So come back, because I'm going to give you valuable information and how to opt out and how to start activation and stuff. And by the way, speaking of activation, I think I'm going to do it right now. And probably I'll come back later for that. But I want to capture your attention in the first 15 minutes of it. So we have created, Peter and I, we had co-created the Freedom Renaissance.
So let's move a little bit further, if you don't mind. Here we go. Here.
It's everything to do about our privacy. And just to tell you a bit of background, I'm an entrepreneur. I've got many businesses and digital transformation, as well as, of course, the business agility movement that I'm part of since about 20 years. I'm acting as a Scrum Master. What is a Scrum Master? Scrum, it's one of the framework. Actually, it's a system that creates framework to help you produce good, and especially software development, but now it's everything, and helping your business thriving a lot more smarter and better. Okay, so that's one of the main framework used in the lean thinking and the agile movement. And you see all those words looks like sports, but because it exactly is. It's a mix of science and sports to provide you some kind of method and way to actually please your customer, to have your worker engaged, and so on. So I'm really in that kind of business coaching, of business development, and enhancement of the practices and patterns. And we create patterns to deliver on the market faster. So this is why you have unicorns, and it's the only unicorn that I believe in. It's those kind of unicorn, which is a startup within the first 1 or 2 years, because they add up the agile movement manifesto and the lean thinking and also the Scrum way of developing things. They will make up to $1 billion to $2 billion US dollars the first year. For instance, you have the Uber Eats. You have the Uber. You add the Airbnb. They were in kind of that model back in the day. That was Apple or the GAFA. Not Microsoft. Microsoft is still a standard classical project management development, but the others were like using those kind of fasting things. So I'm in this for the last 20 years. At the turn of the century, actually, I was a Scrum Master in 1999, and so forth. A kind of an agile coach and business agility coach, enterprise coach for the last 15, 20 years. So we could say that since 1999, I'm really into this movement. I'm also in the movement of Bitcoin, but it's not what you think it is, because this people movement, this people reset movement that started in 2009 after the financial crisis, that was actually to give a way to have an exchange. Okay, it's nothing to do about edge investment or buying something. No, it's everything to do about our privacy and our way of exchanging without having to give or to be stolen by the government and everything. So it's more secure, it's autonomous, and it's provide also for people and even nation that don't have access to a bank account to have something. So Agile Movement 2001, the blockchain revolution protocol with the Bitcoin in 2008-9, and now since 2011 also the business agility, where we bring all of these decentralized and subscription thinking into the entire enterprise and also into the entire society. So of course, so that make you like very innovative, and you help people who have technical skills or innovative way of presenting stuff in the biology, engineering, technology, but also in two other, how do you connect this kind of real world with virtual world? So that's the kind of the danger of all the digital transformation go to what we call the digital bioconvergence or biodigital convergence. And here's the thing, and on top of this, I used to have contract in company of all size, public, private. I work for government. I work for government agency. I work for big corporation and 3 continents. Also for small business, for startups. So I've got a way big range of experience and availability and capability of helping you producing good. And this is like for instance in Quebec, I work for Revenu Québec, I work for Auto Québec, I work for the Transport Ministry of Canada, I work for the Space Agency, and for MDA, for those who know this, who built actually right now the Jacobson. And so name it, because agile and lean, it's needed in those complex environments. Yes, exactly. If you want to do this kind of complex development, research and development, it's really needed. You need agile to confront this kind of complexity, uncertainty, to make it more simple, because agile will help you to simplify and visualize everything you'd like to deliver. So because I work and I start also working for companies that was serving the Space Agency, for instance, or the Transport Agency in Canada, at some point, one of my, what we call it, like a business developer or someone who help you having contract and the public and the government kind of agency, he said, oh, that will be a good idea if as you achieve your nexus to travel, because I used to travel often between United States and Canada. I have more clients in the United States for the last 5 years than I've got here in Quebec and Canada. But anyway, so because I did that, so I'm really clean. I'm a clean boy because I've got my Nexus card to travel faster. And since I think 2019, I've been granted for the federal government of Canada on the civil way, not the military way, but I have a security clearance level 2, which is confidential, trustworthy, and right to be on place that some people cannot. So it's level 2. Okay, so I got it. So of course, when they have what we call RFP, request for production, I could receive those. So 2 weeks ago, I received something from Ottawa. That look at first very interesting. And they talked to me about, oh, it's going to be about biometry. We don't know exactly who the client is, but it's going to be, they need an agile coach to develop faster, because now apparently they want to speed the process of biometry, and they want to speed some kind of tracer and tracking of movement from the airport or the train station all the way with the hotels. That was the way, okay, the promoter of that project talked to me. I'm not kidding. Are you paying attention? She was literally like, and it was like a conversation like doing a banana split. When she said like to track people and da. So I know that the CSA stands for Canadian Security Agency, the equivalent for you in the United States of the TSA. You have, and she said like, so the CSA will be implicated on that. The SCIS, which is a kind of a secret service and intelligence of Canada. The Transport Canada, of course, and that's why when she saw my CV, I worked with them. So she said like, it's going to be a good asset. And so we didn't know who was the agency in charge of the project of the biometry. So that was the first conversation. And I said, okay, but send me more information when you get some, and I'll make you a proposal and send me what they want exactly as an agile coach or business consultant to help them develop and promote that project. And they talked to me about digital transformation. They didn't, of course, they don't say digital convergence. Okay, so I said, okay, why not? So then the email came back today, like 2 weeks later, and let me show you. So it was not specifically in the request for production, but when you look at the Biodigital Convergence and Policy Canada, because she sent me transparently the sheet, okay? And on the sheet, I found that name, Policy Horizon Canada. And I was curious about it. So I copy and pasted from her sheet, and I discovered this website from the government in Canada. And I couldn't believe myself. I'm telling you, I had a shock. I had a kind of an epiphany today. I couldn't believe myself. I'm telling you guys. Because it's quite incredible when you see exploring biodigital convergence, policy horizon, and they even have a LinkedIn page. They even have it's incredible. And this is dated very recently, and they want to speed up the process. They receive found. You could download a PDF. I did because if they remove it, and look at that, the related post of this. Do you see the browser here on your? No, you don't. Shit. Okay, but anyway, the link is in the description of the YouTube video. But as you could see, so what happened when biology and digital technology merge? Okay, so that's the PDF that you could download, and you've got the forward and who is part of this. What is biodigital convergence? Why explore biodigital convergence now? Of course, using the acceleration of COVID, and also what I showed you in the previous videos, these accelerator 2030. So 2030 is the end goal. Okay, so she is the person in charge of it. Her name is Christelle van der Hess, Director General of Policy Horizon Canada. Okay, and they even have a beautiful story of how your world could look in 10 years with the integration of all the smart stuff, the AI and the IoT. So a lot of my colleagues and the digital transformation and business transformation, they love buzzwording about it, especially on LinkedIn. They love buzzwording about the IoT. IoT is Internet of Things, or en français, l'Internet des objets. AI, of course, artificial intelligence, and so on and so on. And they even but these guys over at horizon.gc.ca, they go even co-evolution of biological and digital technology. It's incredible. And look at the related post. What is, of course, the bugs? Oh yeah, the bugs, arsenic and sex. So they have the bugs bots that you could have in your house, which is they might spy on you, but they will kill all the other insects to prevent you to have the Lyme disease, for instance. And you have the from CRSPR to prime editor to evolution of gene editing abilities. Could you imagine that? They want to genetically modify you. So it's eugenis. I told you, the transhumanist, it's a keyword. It's a polite keywords that looks smart into this. Exactly. You see? Artificial intelligence stuff and blah, blah, blah. But actually, it's eugenism. Because if you don't want to opt in into this and becoming yourself an OGM human, a human 2.0, well, according to them, you're going to be left alone. So you see that step, and they're doing it tiptoe. It's never in your face anymore, okay? So I'm going to go back to it because I'd like to show you at least the intro video of what is biodigital convergence. But I was completely asked, I could have been part as a consultant working for some agencies that work in compartmentalization to develop technology to merge this capacity. So of course they start with biometry and tracking apps and the transportation of Canada, which is train, airports and plane, probably boats at some point, and everything, with the hotel, the private sector with the hotel and so on. So you see, the COVID-19 was, whether you believe is as a pandemic or a plandemic or whatever, is also the fact that now more than ever, because in the United States they still have a kind of an opposition and they could have debate, the same in Germany and Russia, sort of, but I mean, bear with me a second. So they could still discuss about it, and now, of course, Fauci and some agencies, the CDC in the United States, are in a kind of hot water with the real possibility is no more conspiracy theory or something far-fetched. It's completely real that these guys over this, it could be like COVID was created in a lab. Actually, coronavirus from 2003 to 2012, when they say SARS-CoV-1 was extinct, it's something that they tried to modify to apparently heal us of this pulmonary respiratory disease. It's really, and I got something like this in 2016. I know what I'm talking about. And I'm not asthmatic, I'm not diabetic. I might be a bit overweight, but fuck it about it, okay? I mean, there are respiratory disease because of the bad air quality, especially around Hong Kong and Southeast China and any other cities that have a poor quality of air could engage in this kind of respiratory symptom disease. And combined with allergy that's starting right now in August, I have to be really careful. But I've been sick 2 times of a coronavirus, so I'm immune. I got a serology, I'm immune, and so we're gonna come back to it also together. But nevertheless, I kind of declined this contract because I said but first, anyways, even the pragmatic condition of doing it were a little bit too much for me with the remote work and the in-person work in Ottawa, in-person work in Dorval, and this and that, and all the condition. Also, I have to do a medical exam. I said, fuck you. I'm not even an employee. I don't want to become an employee. I'm I'm an independent contractor, and they want me full-time. I cannot do right now full-time because I've got other clients to take care of. And even though, so that is the part of, but they came back to me and they said okay, so you could have kind of a full-time flexible, and as long as you you respect some kind of guidance that we have, the policy of the government, because that's the thing. A good and very great agile coach right now, it's rare on the market. And secondly, that have a security 2 level that they needed of confidentiality. And right now, that's why I'm very, very holistic, because I did sign, before receiving this information, I did sign a kind of an NDA, non-disclosure agreement, not to talk about the nature of the project. But even though the sheet they give me don't go to the specific, and I had to sign a non-disclosure agreement for the specific. And I found by myself the Exploring Biodigital Convergence on the Canadian government agency website of Horizon 2030 again. So to all of those in private and in public that told me in the comment below, or even at the bar the other day, oh, you have a cognitive disorder of seeing always this 24 to 27 months combined with the 2030 kind of agenda. Yeah, but I'm sorry. Even Pfizer, that just had granted his FDA approval, they say that by April 2023, they will have the full-on test of different stream of verification and qualification of this. So it's kind of an amazing that we do it without quality, without concern, without intelligence. But it was planned all along. It's been 30 years that I am kind of in the known, and I talked about it. People ridiculize me and stuff like that. But I don't care. I'm not scared. It is what it is. And when you are a professional like me, then you receive a proposal. It's incredible, guys. A proposal to work for different agency. It's really compartmental. But that proposed this. Biodigital Convergence is opening up, striking new ways to, hey, listen to it, pay attention. Change human beings, our bodies, mind, and behaviors. I'm not making this up. This is not a phony site. Oh, I'm being I don't know. Let's see it. Let's go down. But I did that before the show anyways. Yeah, as you could see, there's a lot of shit. Anyways, if you go to the URL, you're going to see it's a secure site directly linked into Government of Canada platform. Okay, so let's get back to, oh my God, I should not have done that. Sorry about that. I don't want to make you vomit. But anyways, I read part of this. I read a lot of things on this, and it's making me vomit already. It's making me want to have a land in the Yucatan or Costa Rica and go away, really opting out, because I don't want to live in those kind of smart city and those kind of controls, central planning. So this is the thing. And yeah, anyways. So can you imagine that? Change the human beings. And for those believer of us, it's literally against Christ. It's literally against the primordial love. It's literally against nature and the cosmic law and the cosmic love. And change or create other organisms. It's incredible. We are in Battlestar Galactica with the Cylon here, that they will evolve and rebel against us and kill us. The inorganic one right now are full blown. It's in your face. It's not even beyond the veil. We are really in the apocalypse time, the dark age times. And you have to make a choice. And no, the choice is not
all of these fake resistors in Quebec, especially, I will talk for Quebec right now, that they march every Saturday. Yes, I'm going to march. I march. I don't mind. I try to meet people, to define my tribe with my vibe. But for sure, there's a lot of control opposition right now because they don't get it. They just want to go back to normal. There's no question of going back to normal. You have to activate yourself and to propose value and solution. Okay, that business agility and conscious leadership could help you do it. Okay, and be part of a community where you agree on some value and principle, and you create pattern to develop an alternative way of living away from that biodigital convergence, from an organism called Horizon Canada on policy, which is it's a public think tank paid by your tax. This is paid by your Canadian tax. They want to alter ecosystems, senses, store, process, and transmit information, manage biological innovation, structure and manage production and supply chains. It's incredible. And they have the audacity of saying, like, the possible characteristics of the biodigital system could be democratization. What the fuck is democratization? Excuse me a second. A lot of people talk about democracy, but for me, it's been a while that I know the Greek roots of it, demos, the people. Oh, yeah? But they have a definition of people. In the ancient Greek, demos was not everyone. Oh, no. It was the free man on the land. So that's the thing. When this is a key word again, with the weight of the world and the Greek and Latin source, democratization, it's only for those who opt in into their thing. Like those people who are going to download the vaccine code, they will opt in and they will say, like, oh, yeah, I'm part of this democratization now. I'm free. I don't have to be locked down anymore because I accepted and I comply to have this procedure. It's not even a vaccine, by the way. Okay, Moderna and Pfizer, there are no vaccine. They are part, actually. When you go read this Horizons with an S gc.ca, exploring biodigital convergence, you have a lot of things about the modification of the RN, how we could bridge the machine and the human with the digital transformation. And yeah, scalability. That's mean that from anything that could create from the biodigital system, they will scale it to every aspect of our life. Customization, of course. And but this is really elitist. This is for the Western world, because let me tell you, in some part of the world, it's going to be later. Or they're going to be like, I don't know if you remember the movie John Mnemonic. Because movies are always some kind of message. And for me, as a big cinephile, I cannot help it to remind these kind of things. But that's incredible. So if you like this information, please like it, share it, and subscribe, especially to my Agile Lounge channel, who we talked about more professional ways of engaging your people in your organization, and also create community utilizing the business agility movement and all of these agile ways to grow up. So I will invite you. So all the link will be put in the first comment on Twitter, as well as the YouTube channel here, to reach out to me. Or you go to agilelounge.com, actually, could be easier, agilelounge.com, and then you could find me and contact me if you'd like to opt in into something, not opting in, but in the same sense, like to just networking and see what we could do together to build our future, our new world, our ways, our resets. We don't need their resets. So it's kind of incredible, don't you think? Let me know in the comment below how do you think it. And please go investigate that website that I'm still investigating. I have some kind of doubt. It's kind of bizarre because it's too good to be true. And let me show you, actually. Can I have it here? Let me prepare first. There was a video. I won't play you the entire video, but no, that's not it. Is what is the convergence? Yeah. So I just want you to see how much fiction is now a reality. It's even like, so can I do this like this? Whoops, sorry about that. Still learning this new thing. So auto add screen video to stream. Okay, so here you go. Just want to you watch part of what is. I always forget to activate sound. Sorry about that. No? Let's do it.
Digital technologies and biological systems are beginning to combine and merge in ways that could be profoundly disruptive to our assumptions about society, the economy, and our bodies. We call this the Biodigital Convergence. Over the past 40 years, the economy has transformed through digital evolutions in information technology like the internet, smartphone, applications, and big data analytics. The biodigital convergence could change the way we design and manufacture goods, revolutionize healthcare and agriculture, modify our environment, and even alter how humans evolved as a species.
It's incredible.
Today, many innovations are driving the changes. But what are the key things we should be looking out for? What new biodigital capabilities could completely alter the world?
So you have it, guys. I'm not making this up. This is paid by your tax dollar in Canada. They've been created back in 2016, 2017. Since 2019, they are speeding up the process of project. I've been called to work with agencies that work with them on the policy of Horizon 2030 to bring us further, okay, and to this this is like really further than all the digital transformation that is happening in the last 20 years. Now they want to merge that digital transformation, that digital world, with the digital identity. So for me, it's clear that this crisis, whatever you believe, and there's a very mortal virus that is not actually, and I add it 2 times, please. I'm not died. I'm not dead. I'm in the 40s. So for me, this crisis, and I predicted it because I felt it. When my mother passed away in 2019, and I was very, because I just, the last couple of weeks, I was often at the hospital, and I saw the way it is, and the discussion I have with the interns, not the interns, like, I don't know in English exactly the proper term, but is the chief medical doctor about everything that you have internally. So I don't know, please tell me in the comment. My English is good, but sometimes I don't have everything. Even in French, it's not clear between interns and internal medicine, talking about your internal organ. So anyways, speaking with that doctor of the internal organ and the surgeon and all the argument and the way that my mom had prepared some papers to die in dignity. And so that was horrible. But I saw things, speaking with nurses and speaking with, like, I said, like, oh my God. And I even seen like this new hospital we have in Montreal, the French one, the CUHM. I saw robots, kind of tray that they have in Amazon warehouse delivering the food into to the employee, and then the employee take the rack, but and the aisle. So anyways, and I remember my mom always say like, oh, they put too much chemical in our food. The air, it's no good anymore. It's gonna make us sick, and people are becoming robots. My mother told me that when I was 6, 7, 8 years old. So that's back in the early 1980s. She has foreseen it, and that's kind of weird, but I kind of feel happy and released that she passed away before all of that, because she always, and especially in 2015, we had a great dinner, great conversation, and she told me, I don't want to go through that world. I told you before, we wanted her to have a cell phone for security when she was going out. And she said no. And even at home, she still have those cord phone. She was absolutely no way into technology. She despised it. It was her kind of life mission. And I'm telling you that intimately because I know she's not the only one who think like this. Even younger people who think like this. I know a lot of young people my age, my generation, even younger, that they don't have anything wireless at home. And when they come to my place, they ask me to actually unplug stuff because they have a condition. They have a medical condition, but also they have a kind of a spiritual condition on it. So you see, even myself, I'm not perfect after all my experience of my kind of awakening and consciousness. I have a lot of homework to do myself. I know it. And today, this morning, I cried. I cried when I was reading this. I felt like a kind of an epiphany of something like the flame inside me telling me that we are really in a time of revelation. And I'm more and more convinced by my feelings and my perception of the cosmic love and the primordial love that you could call the Christ for some people. And we are entering the Virgin Mary month, the Virgo. So it's all, for me, it's all connecting. Like especially yesterday after my jogging, I saw the conjunction again of Venus, Jupiter, and Mars. And in the background, you have Saturn with this kind of the blue moon. You're going to say, this is no, this is astronomy, motherfucker. It's not astrology. And the universe is, again, you never ask anything to the universe or to your loved ones who passed away. You meditate, you clear your mind, and you pay attention. You fucking pay attention. You listen. You open your heart, your crown chakra, and you receive. You have to receive. And if you don't receive anything, as some Ashman will tell you, it's because you're not ready. You got to be ready to receive that kind of transmission, these kind of signs. So for me, studying in physics and astrophysics, loving astronomy so much, when I saw those stars yesterday, and by the way, it's since October, late October, the convergence. Isn't it amazing? We talk about biodigital convergence, but there's something in space, in our solar systems, that try also to tell us about convergence. So for me, it's inevitable. Contrary to a lot of people who are telling us they are the resistance, they are the control opposition in Quebec. I won't name anyone, but you know on Twitter who they are. They do nothing. They just want some kind of fame. They are acting like influencer. They're making money out of it, out of fear. There's a new political party, actually, a very, very old political party that after 86 years absent of the National Assembly, that's making a comeback. And they're using fear. Just the newsletter I received, a dark Tuesday. Yeah, we knew it since July 19 when they talked about it. Okay? And again, if you want to be part of Freedom Cells and a network of people, you could play around, and at least in Quebec so far, so for what I read on the vaccinal passport, you still have a chance not to opt in and to be agile. Yes, and again, like my colleague Steve Denning and the Forbes Business Magazine, and myself, and Mike Beadle, and Michael Orman, and Daniel Mizik, and all of those professionals of business agility and conscious leadership, we are telling you since 2010, only the agile people will survive. If you are stuck into your mind, even if you think you're awake to something because you cut the cable and you don't believe the shit anymore from CBC and TVA, good for you. But now you have to go a step further because you will never ever go back to normal. Forget about that shit. You have to create your escape plan right now. You have to create your community right now. You have to create at least your network right now. Because I'm telling you, what happened in New York and in Quebec, in Australia, this is the laboratory for the way they're going to bring the Chinese Cultural Revolution, and especially the hyper digital revolution. because this app that they did very fast, and I told you because I know, because I'm part of those discussions. My company, Agile Lounge, is part of it in sense. And that's why I really like say, no, I won't work for you in this quality. And I decline more and more contract. But here's the thing, guys. The IoT, the data center, the data mining, the data learning, it's everything that they say they lack of professional and skills workforce. And even me, I became indispensable for some of them. I still could work with people who just need to receive the teaching and coaching of those tools that I talked to you before, like Scrum and the Agile principle to create better pattern of working together and team building. I was opting out of working for the banking system because I despise the way that all what is centralized. So of course I'm narrowing it to few possible client and technology and enhancement right now. And they want to put all their effort into developing this kind of AI and IoT, Internet of Things, and all of this digital world. And so for me, the split is happening right now. And I could predict you that the unvaccinated, now it's going to start by you cannot go to your favorite pub or bar. You cannot go to a movie theater, even if you have 20,000 points. So who cares? I'm at a point of letting go. And you will have to let go. I'm sorry, guys. If you're still attached to things that you were used to, and even your belief, sorry, that's it. And I think there was some people in the esoteric realm, I know them, when they talk about this famous 2023, 2024, kind of something will happen, surrender. They said surrender, and I like it in English because surrender is, because in French it could be tricky. It's a rendezvous. So rendezvous, it's surrender too. It's not just an appointment. A rendezvous in French could mean both surrender and, because it's rendre, the verb se rendre, to give up arms. So I think that's the thing. They are building up right now, utilizing the sanitary crisis. They are speeding up the digital transformation and that biodigital convergence and the digital world with the digital identity. And what best could they have to make people opt in into digital identity without debate, without discussion, without real study, than a sanitary crisis? They don't even need the chip that we talked about and the number of the beasts and what have you. No, you don't need it anymore. You are completely a slave of your fucking iPhone or Android device. So here you go. And you could do everything about it. And I saw a video in my research this morning about another video from, I think, Germany, showing everything that you be able to do with a smart card that you put into your iPhone on top of the Videotron one, or even though Videotron or Bell or what have you, the ISP service provider, will be bypassed by that smart card that connect all of your object and stuff to you, but through the phone right now. And of course, they want to go to Neuralink later. And if you go to that website, that the link are in the description of my YouTube channel right now, you will have hours of fun. I'm not even finished yet. So anyway, my beautiful people, remember who you really are. And every day I remind myself about this, that we are responsible people who have choice and free will. We came here to experience and remember that our birthright is to be free. So the time is not anymore to talk shit and to spread shit. And by the way, in my Telegram group right now, I said mine, I'm a co-creator of it. If I could not came to an explicit agreement of this is to gather people to build activation things and network of people who would like to live outside of this bioconvergence. I'm sorry, but I don't need people to post about the Trump shit, the Bernier shit, or the what have you shit, or this thing in the lab shit. We all know it. If we are really awakened people, now let's go to the consciousness and activation part. So it's time for the lion to build the savannah together. It's an invitation. So again, guys, all the link will be in the description. And I'd like to invite you to a more secure place to have starting those discussions, because discussion will be, so the group chat that I created with Peter and Telegram, here it is. Right now, the working name is Freedom Renaissance Lightworker. So join us there. And from there, we're going to start meeting in person and or hybrid and virtual, depending on the location of everyone, not because of COVID thing. And if you'd like to encourage me to cut my expense, not to make money, I rarely beg, but time are difficult for everyone. And over at the Agile Lounge, I try to have more kind of those specific contract. But if you'd like to send me some Bitcoin, again, the link are in the description. I prefer to have Bitcoin because this is the new way of being decentralized and a part of the things and be free. But I could also accept PayPal me or even an Interact transfer if you'd like to send me that shit money, okay? But again, I'm not begging for it. I don't need it. But if it could help me cut the expense of the volunteering that I do, and it's like you come to the Fredo Lounge and you come to the Agile Lounge, I'm offering you something. It's just the tips. I'm not asking you a payment, not a membership. It's just the tips because you love my gin, you love my vodka, and so on. So here we go, my beautiful people, my beautiful Agile lovers. And I could stay for about 5 minutes to see in both chat of Twitter and Float and YouTube if you have any questions or comment. Ariel, I see you talk about se soumettre. Could you expand on it, my friend? What do you mean? Because I don't know, you did that, you say that about what?
Here you have it, beautiful people, amazing human being. So that was like a raw uncut is the citizen and the Agile coach merging together and expressing himself as I mentioned in this video. It is like a lot of people will say like, oh, that was not very, very professional. But well, we are in a day and age right now that we need to stand up for what's right, not for our rights, for what's right. Because again, liberty, freedom, and rights, we have to be responsible. And being responsible in terms of this is we are not asking for our rights back. We are actually exercise them, as this is exactly what I did, because I felt that I needed, when I started sharing it with my team, especially Samuel and Jonathan over at the Agile Lounge for Business Agility, and I with some other colleague that I won't name here, and they told me like, oh man, that's a nice story. That's a nice story maybe for your pre-editing of editorial that you'd like to do here on LinkedIn, for instance. So that's why, like, and I don't know, tell me in the comment below on all platforms if there were some kind of glitch, because from the studio here, we saw sometimes that the video restreaming, because it's a video embedded in my live right now. So I don't know if there's something. So let me know. We're going to watch it probably to see. And anyway, it was recorded twice. So we'll be able to at least give you the entire message and so on. And I would like to read you a quote here and guess in the comment from who it is. It's a serious person. See, so you see, my dear Coningsby, that the world is governed by very different personages from what is imagined by those who are not behind the scenes. Could you guess that quote is from who? It's from Benjamin Disraeli, the first Prime Minister of England, and his book, Coningsby. Some of you know that before becoming an entrepreneur, but actually I was already an entrepreneur, but before being what everybody thinks that I'm only an Agile coach, an enterprise business agility coach, a business consultant, and a customer experience and user experience designer. A lot of you think that I'm just that. But I'm a citizen. I got 2 bachelor, one in public administration. I was also a political attaché. So this is why you have that flavor of a citizen taking position sometimes. Of course, when I do my work with companies of all size, I'm not doing that. But I'm a free human being. I'm a citizen first. Okay, I could have been a father, whatever. What's the thing? But in my bachelor, when I was studying political science and public administration and being part of cabinet as an attaché politique, as a political secretary, back in 2000, like 21 years ago, I read that book, The Matrix of Power, Secrets of World Control. This is something that in some school of political science, they may read. It's from San Diego. It's from Jordan Maxwell. Jordan Maxwell was, he called himself a psychologist, but he was a psychologist, but also a theologic. He studied in theology. So this actually is, it's really, it's easy to read. We talked about 115 page, and he goes on to he dissect all the major Abrahamic religion of the last 5,000, 2,000 years ago, and he showed the network, the matrix. The matrix, in that sense here, it's really a matrix of subsumption, of interrelation, of groups, and so on. So that's nothing to do with conspiracy, my friend. And he opened the book with that quote from the first Prime Minister of England. And as you know, England is prizing itself to add constitutional monarchy, as we do here in Canada, because we're part of the Commonwealth. So, and for all my years in politics, and still have good friends that are walking on the hill right now in Ottawa. So I could assure you that there's a lack of transparency. And actually, I don't know if you know that, but our Prime Minister of Canada, every Prime Ministers of Canada, maybe also the province, I'm not sure, when they oath, they are not oathing for us, the people. They are oathing to the Majesty, the Queen of England, and to not reveal any secrecy. So when Jordan Maxwell, of course, an American and a Republican in the sense of the Republic, wrote that book 21 years ago, he mentioned that dynamic of the empire where the sun never set. And it still is. Ask yourself. So maybe some of you, especially on LinkedIn, you'll say, oh, you're disgraced, but I'm in vacation. I'm at the end of my year. We are in a kind of a splitting that's happening right now. I talked to you about kind of declining a contract for my value and principle that goes beyond agility. And this is the thing. So expect me back in September. And September 10th was going to be the regular program on the Friday noon. So please, guys, make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's where it's happening. So make sure that you subscribe. YouTube channel is growing right now. I'm still thankful of the 20 new subscribers that I have without giving any program, any live since Friday the 13th of August. But Friday, September the 10th, we'll be back with the Friday Live Agile show that I do every Friday at 12 noon Eastern, 11 Central, 6 p.m. Europe, and 5 p.m. UK. So be there, be with me. We might have a special guest to record the first episode, the 27th episode, but the first episode of the new season of my podcast, The Dare Real Agile, for business agility. And the term business agility, more and more for my new year of business, will become more open business agility. So I hope you like it, guys. Yes, I'm bold. Yes, I could look controversy, But that's one of the quality of a great agile coach, according to my mentor, my late mentor, Mike Beadle. We have to be bold, and my continuous improvement this year will be to learn a lot more and maybe be certified in the OSA. That stands for Open Space Agility, and everything that the Open Leadership Network has to offer in terms of executive coaching, and bringing my next level agile program of coaching to a next level. Actually, I want to be into the next level for the 6th year of my great Agile Lounge ways in culture, to bring you the best coaching experience, innovative and exclusive coaching experience and facilitation for you to adapt the agile value and principle, and moreover to practice it with the best patterns that you could create and make it evolve with the continuous planning, learning experience. So on that, I'm going out for real, and see you in September. And remember again, you are beautiful people, you are powerful person, and you are free. You are free to stand out. You are free to be different. You are free to collaborate. You are free. You are free to choose. You are free to do whatever you want with the respect of the collective. And there's no consensus here we're offering. It's more collaboration. Yes, let's co-create and collaboration together. Let's agree to disagree sometimes, but that's healthy, because we come here on this beautiful planet that we should take care more to experience this real diversity that may be our homeland and the sky. So whatever you believe is that. So on that, I wish you a great end of August, end of summer. Cheers.